So hello everyone, good evening. कैसे हैं आप सब? So thank you for joining in for those of you who have tuned. So this is the third Q&A session that we are hosting, and we are pretty happy to get a lot of questions this time as well. So last time when we connected for the Q&A session, it was basically the pre-election result time, and now after the post-election results, we have seen a huge volatility in the market. So in a day or two, we have seen the markets crashing down and bouncing back to the previous levels. So in today's Q&A session, we'll be discussing a lot more things around what are features that we have launched and what are features that we'll be launching. Apart from that, we'll be taking up the queries that our existing users have sent in. So we'll just wait for 3 to 4 minutes and then we are good to go. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so for those of you who have joined in late, so today we'll be having the third Q&A session of Speedbot. So we'll be discussing some of the new features that we have recently launched and what are the things that we'll be launching soon. So we'll be discussing around that, and we'll be taking up a few queries. And apart from that, we'll be having loads and loads of understanding around how you can automate your bots, how you can easily manage them. So we'll just wait for another 1 to 2 minutes and then we're good to go. Okay, so I believe that we are good to go, and let's have the round of questions that our users have shared. So let us say if you have before going on with the session. So let us say if you have any sort of questions, then you can just drop us an email at contact@speedbot.tech. Whatever queries that you have, we'll be happy to answer them over here. So this is a Q&A session that we do on every Friday. So it will be better for you to understand how things work on Speedbot, how we can better ourselves in terms of the algo trading platform that we have built, right? So let's start the round of questions that we have today. Okay, so this is question by Parth. So Parth asks that does Speedbot provide referral program? Okay, so that is a pretty good question, and I believe that the users who might not be aware that Speedbot does provide the refer and earn. So let us say if you have family and friends whom you want to introduce to algo trading, right? Let us say if you want to make them understand how Speedbot works, how Speedbot makes your daily trading activities easier, right? So we have a refer and earn program. You can have it. Let me just share my screen and make you understand how you can do it. Okay, so just give me a heads up if you are able to see my screen. Perfect. Okay, so what you can do is, Parth, you need to sign up on Speedbot, and what you can do is you can go to the menu on the top right hand side. Over here, you'll be able to see a refer and earn down here. So you can just click over there, and over here you can read the instructions that for every 100 credits your customer or your family or friend buys, you will get a 25 credit each. That is 25% of whatever they buy. So this is basically a recurring income that you can have for yourself. And in order to initiate this referral program for your particular Speedbot account, what you can do is you can just copy this referral link and paste it to the sign up that you would like to have. That is, you can just share this link over here and you can share it with the family or friend you'd like to share it, right? Also, you have other options as well. You can have the code shared on your social media. So over here, and once they sign up using this particular code, then whatever plans that they purchase over here, so they could purchase the plans over here like this. It could be in the wallet based plan, or it could be the subscription based plan, right? So whatever they purchase, let us say that if they are purchasing a 500 rupees plan, right, And in that case, whenever they purchase it, then you'll be able to see that they have purchased the 500 rupees plan, and the 25% of that comes around 125 rupees. So 125 rupees you'll be able to see over here. So yeah, in order to, let us say, make things easier, you are referring Speedbot to your clients. If you're a sub broker or your family and friends, then yeah, it is possible, because the thing is, these are saving us human cost as well. So making awareness of Speedbot to the mass, so it could be a source of revenue generation for you as well, right? So this is a pretty good question that I believe that some of our users didn't know. So that's a good question, Parth. Thank you for asking it. Okay, so next up we have question from Darshan. So Darshan asks that, will re-entry and re-execution work with TradingView Options Bot? Okay, so this is pretty good one. So this is a pretty good option, that will the re-entry or the re-execution work. What you can do is, you can go to the bot section over here. Let me just navigate to one of our bots. So this is a bot that I have already created, right? So let me just go over here, go to the strategy and click on the edit button. Okay, so this seems that it is in paper trading. Let me just stop it. Let me just edit the strategy over here. Perfect. So Darshan, as you can see that I have already linked this particular option bot with my TradingView account, right? In order to get the re-entry and the re-execution, just to answer that, so just to make things simpler, Darshan asked the question that, will re-entry or re-execution of the option legs or the on the strategy level of the bot work whenever the TradingView is integrated with the option bot? Yes, it will work. What you have to do is, apart from the linkage of the external signals, that is the alerts that you create for your entry and the exit signals, what you can do is, you can add the re-entry feature on leg level, or it could be on the set level. So these conditions would be checked on the basis of that. So the conditions will be checked on the basis of leg. So this is something that is possible from our end. So next up we have, okay, so we have a bunch of questions around options bot builder. Let us see what do we have. So when will Speedbot have the feature for lock and trail? Okay, so this is another good feature to have in your pocket when it comes to mitigate your risk, manage your risk. So let us say that on a particular day, if you have bought this particular call option, right? So what you can do is, you can just have the lock and trail. That is, you want to lock the profit. That is, let me just give an example. Let us say this is the profit, but instead of just exiting at the profit level, you would want to exit at a particular level before activating a smaller target value. That is, if I want to lock the profit at 2000 rupees, whenever the strategy goes to 2000 rupees, I want to lock that profit, but I do not wish to exit the bot, right? So in that case, the algo or the bot will lock the 2000 rupees profit, and over there, when the market shoots up, it will just keep it as it is. So whenever the market goes down, and then you'll be able to exit it. So that is a pretty good feature that we received a lot of requests in, and soon we'll be integrating it. Maybe in 3 to 4 weeks we'll be launching it. That's the update from the team I have. So you have to stay tuned from your side. So this question was from Harish. Okay, so what else do we have? So next question we have, that what type of strategies can be created in options builder? So this question is asked by Salim Mansoori. Okay, so Salim, just to give you a heads up that what type of strategies can you create, let me just create a fresh bot for you. Okay, so over here Okay, so Salim, there are three types of strategies that you can create in options. Firstly, let us say if you have intraday based strategies, that is, you want to enter and exit on the same day, you can do so. Or else, if you want to have the entry today and you want to take the exit on maybe next 2 to 3 days, right? So you can have the positional strategies as well created over here. Apart from that, let us say if you wish to enter today and you want to exit tomorrow, then you can have the BTST, that is the buy today, sell tomorrow feature as well. So these are the three types of strategies that you can create. Apart from that, if you want to have further categorization of these strategies, Salim, what you can do is over here you can see that, let us add a leg. Okay, so over here, apart from that, you can create momentum based strategies, that is based on the momentum of the contracts as well as based on the momentum of the underlying. You can have the feature added. Such strategies can be created. Apart from that, you want to have the time based strategies, that is the based on the entry and the exit times you have predefined, that you wish to take an entry at somewhere around 9:20, right? So you can do it from your end and exit it at somewhere around 3 o'clock. And if you want to further move in option strategy creation, apart from all these things, if you want to have more conditions added, if you have a trading logic that is around indicators could be moving averages or the RSIs or the MACDs. So over here, the indicator feature is also there. So this is a feature that we have recently launched. So all the well-known indicators, you'll be able to find it. So whatever strategies that you create over here, that can be checked on the underlying condition. So that's how you will be able to create it. So I hope it makes clear sense to you. So next up we have question from Shiva Reddy. So Shiva Reddy asks that I have a strategy that is based on an indicator that is being checked on the underlying and I want to trade it in options. Okay, so that's a pretty good question, Shiva. So this basically means is that he has a trading strategy that is based on a technical indicator and the conditions are checked on the underlying and he wants to trade it in options. So this is so few minutes ago I just answered this particular question in another way. So let me just make things simpler for you, Shiva. So over here I've added a bullish position, that is I'm buying a call at 8 AM for the current week expiry. And over here for this particular set, I am using the indicator and whatever time frame I would like to choose. And over here, let me just add that whenever the super trend turns green on 15-minute time frame, that is just a minute, that is the current market price crosses above the super trend, perfect, then we'll take a entry position, right? So the condition over here that I have mentioned is that the close crosses above the super trend, right? So this is basically the indicator, and the close, that is the current market price, when it crosses above the super trend, then we will enter into a buy position of the call option ATM. So this condition will be checked on the basis of the underlying, right? To answer your question, this condition will be checked on the basis of the underlying, and once we receive an entry signal, then we will enter into a position of the call option buying. So I hope it makes you clear and you'll be able to create your indicator based option strategy. Thank you, Shiva, for asking that question. So next up we have question from Vrajesh Patil. So Vrajesh Patil says that, is it possible to create a positional bot in options? Okay, so this is another good question. So this is asked by Rajesh. So let me just have this removed. Remove. And I'll just click on the save button. Okay, so to answer your question, Rajesh, it is possible. So basically, for those of the users who do not understand what a positional options bot is, let me explain it to you. Let us say if you are trading a strategy in which you want to enter on today. So today is Friday, so you want to take an entry today, anytime, and you want to exit the position on maybe next Wednesday or next Thursday. In that case, you can use the positional option over here that enables the option trader to take the strategy overnight. That is, the strategy could be used on the weekly expiry, it could be used on the monthly expiry, right? So let us take an example of the current week expiry that we want to trade. So today is Friday. So it basically means, and the symbol that I have selected is of Nifty. So at somewhere around 9:20, I'll be entering, but today is Friday, and usually the expiry of Nifty is around Thursdays most of the time. So I'll just click on the 4 days, and I wish to exit the position on the Thursday itself. In that case, I'll just select these options. So 0 days means that on the day of the expiry, that is on Thursday, for the Nifty symbol, right? So that's how I'll be able to create a positional option spot. So Rajesh, I hope this makes sense to you. Okay, so next question we have from Keyur Solanki. Okay, so Keyur Solanki asks that I'm a beginner, I do not have a strategy. Okay, so do you provide any ready-made strategy? Okay, so Keyur, this is pretty concerning that we do not provide the trading strategy or the ready-made trading strategy. But let us say if you want to explore things around algos, right? If you understand what the trading logic is, or let us say if you are a beginner, so what you can do is you can go to our template section. Let me just navigate over here. As you can see, there is a template section. In the template section, you'll be able to see the ready to use strategy templates. So what are these templates? Let us go through them and understand what exactly are these. So these are basically the strategy logic whose entries and the exits are already disclosed. So this is basically a template that you can use to understand how algo works, how the things in algo work. That is how the entries are taken, how the stop losses are taken, how the exits are done, right? So if you do not have a trading strategy, then I would highly recommend you to explore the Speedbot ready to use strategy templates. So let me just go to one of the templates. Let us say, so this is basically just to give you a disclaimer and a heads up that this is not a recommendation that we do. So let us say if the markets shoot up, if you want to have the bullish positions being taken, right? So over here you have the bullish section. Over here, as you can see, that these are the number of clones, number of bots, the templates have been copied. So over here, I'll click over here, and based on the description, I'll give it a go, and I'll just check the symbol. And over here, like I said, that the logic is already disclosed like this. So it basically means that we are entering into a Nifty intraday position by selling the ATM, by buying the ATM put option and selling the OTM option. And over here the entry time is around 9:20 and exit time around 3 o'clock. So it works on every day. If I wish to replicate this strategy template, what I'll have to do is I'll just click on the build bot button, And over here, yeah, it will be populated with the logic that was mentioned earlier. So I, as an option trader, will be able to tweak the parameters based on my analysis, based on my understanding. So I hope it makes you clear. Okay, so next up we have question from Amit Kadia. Okay, so Amit Kadia has this question. So it's around equity builder, that how to create algo on a basket of stocks. Okay, so this is pretty diversified approach that Amit has, and he wants to understand how he can create an algo that is the entry and the exit conditions will be checked on the basis of the stocks that he has mentioned. So in order to answer this, let us go to the equity bot builder that we have. Over here, if you are able to see the create option bot button, create equity bot, my bad. So over here, whatever bot name that you would like to mention, you can have it. And over here, as you can see, that there is a list of indices that you are able to see. So it is the Nifty 50, the Nifty Bank, Nifty IT, everything. Apart from that, the individual symbols you will have. So let us say if you want to have an algo created just for the Nifty Bank stocks, right? So if I select the Nifty Bank, so over here, all the bank stocks will get populated. Let us say if you want to have a custom basket for yourself, let us say if you want to have Adani, then you want to have the TCS, and you want to have the Hindustan Unilever. So that's how you'll be able to create your custom basket as well, apart from the ready-made basket of indices that we have. So it basically reduces your time and effort in order to select the stocks for the algos. So once you do that, the conditions that you will mention while creating the algo, all these conditions will be checked on this particular basket that you have initially defined. So I hope that makes clear to you, Amit. So next up, we have a question from Wasim. So Wasim says, what are the candle intervals that I can use in equity bot builder? Okay, so basically you'll have a wide range of time interval selection that you can have while selecting the interval. So what you can do is over here, so this applies to the equity bot builder as well as the options bot builder. So that candle interval ranges from 1 minute to 1 day, right? So let us say if you are trading in intraday based strategies, right? So you can use 1 minute till 20-30 minutes of time frame, and let us say if you want to have the positional ones, that ranges from 1 hour to 1 day. So that basically depends on the trader's profile, in which trader profile do you lie, right? So that's how you'll be able to do it. Okay, so I believe it is about time, so we'll take 5 to 6 questions more, and then we can wrap up today's session. Okay, so we have Nawaz Bera over here asking, I want to select contracts on the basis of premiums. Okay, so this is basically an options bot builder question that Nawaz wants to select the option contracts on the basis of premium. So Nawaz, let me just share it with you. I'll just go to the create option bot feature. And over here, let me just add one leg. So over here, Nawaz, if you're able to see that the contract type is at ATM point, it is by default selected as ATM point. So you can just, instead of selecting this, you can just select the price. So this basically means that the contract selection will be done on the basis of the value that you have given. That is, over here you are seeing the closest premium value as 100. So it basically means that the contract, call option contract for current week expiry, that is currently being traded somewhere around 100, will be bought at 920. So that's how you can have the options contract selection on the basis of closest premium, right? So I hope it makes you clear. Yeah, so let us have another question. Okay, so this question is asked by Jatin Bhanderi. So Jatin Bhanderi asks that how to create a range breakout option strategy in Speedbot. Okay, so this is a good question again. So Jatin asks that he wants to create an options bot using the range breakout feature. How we can do that is, let me just delete, or let me just go back to the ATM strike selection. Okay, so at 920 I have selected the call option ATM for current week, right? And I want to use the range breakout for this particular contract. So how you can do it, you can just click on the range breakout. So it basically means that whatever time range that I mentioned, that is the start time from 9:15 till the end time till 10, whatever the high was there, right? So based on that high, whenever it breaks, then we will be entering into a call option ATM position, right? So let me just give you an example that, let me just have the conditions being checked on 920 and 10 o'clock, okay, and breakout on underlying. Perfect. So what does this mean? Let us just first see is at 920 we are starting the bot. So the entry won't be placed at 920 at that time. We will wait whenever the high, that is the highest point of the underlying, that is of the underlying symbol Nifty index spot chart, right? So from 920 till 10, the highest point, whenever that particular highest point breaks after 10 o'clock, then we'll be entering into a bullish position, right? So this basically means that I am buying a call option contract whenever there is a good breakout, that is the breakout has sustained, right? So in that case, with good momentum, good movement in the market, so that's how you'll be able to have the range breakout bot created. Okay, so we'll just take one more question, and I believe then we are good to go for the wrap. Okay, so this question is asked by Kevin Sharma. Okay, so Kevin Sharma asks that he has a trading strategy. I have a trading strategy, but I'm not able to build it in your options bot builder. So can you please help? Okay, so Kevin asks that he has an options strategy that he has tried to build in our options bot builder, but somehow he wasn't able to create it. So not to worry, Kevin, what you can do is over here, whenever you are opening the option bot builder, so there is a button over here that is the develop with experts. So you can just click over here and you'll see whatever queries that you'll have, you can document it over here. Let us say if you want to attach the screenshot, then you can have the screenshot attached, whatever description that I want to create my EMA based algo, right? So inquiry, development inquiry, or whatever things that you would like to mention, right? So once you click on the submit button, then you'll be able to track the ticket number over here as well. So our support team will be able to connect with you and understand what all things that you want to achieve. So they'll be able to manage all the things over here, and whatever things that you'd like to chat, So you can have it over here as well. So I hope it makes sense to you, Kevin. Okay, so I believe that we have answered a lot of questions in today's Q&A session, and I'm very obliged for those of you who have taken your valuable time out and joined this session of ours. So this is basically the third session that we have had. We discussed a lot around the features that we recently launched. Apart from that, the feature that we'll be launching. So thank you everyone for joining in, and we'll come again next Friday, same time. And till then, thank you. Thank you guys for joining in. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.